Are you out of your mind? You need to stay away from her.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most eccentric and unhinged litigants ever to walk into Judge Milian's courtroom. Number 10. Horse people. In this case, this defendant stole back from the plaintiffs a horse she believed was being abused. What starts as a case about a horse theft keeps getting sidetracked by the weirdest non sequiturs and allegations.
And why are you telling me this?
Somehow tangents about the defendant's implants and aspersions on the male plaintiff's anatomy threaten to completely derail the proceedings. These people can't stay on topic to save their lives.
Answer my question.
Meanwhile, the divorcing plaintiffs actually get into a dust-up outside the courtroom and find out the hard way that Judge Milian doesn't take kindly to domestic abuse in her court. Number 9. A mother's demands. While the mother, the defendant, is humiliated to be in court, what she should be humiliated about is her coldness towards her daughter and granddaughter. Animosity over the daughter not baptizing the granddaughter led to the mother freezing her out.
She sent me a text. Lonnie, do not come over here. I will call the police and have you arrested for trespassing.
It's amazing to see the woman defend her ridiculous stance. What's worse is how she seems completely unfazed by her daughter's pain. It's a sad case, and no one really wins.
Enough already. Because trust me, there is no God that I can envision that could be smiling upon your behavior.
Number 8. Just following orders. The plaintiff, a children's internet safety activist, became the victim of an online harassment campaign accusing him of heinous crimes. Although the defendant, known only as Eve, admits the lies he spread, he seemed completely unwilling to take any accountability. Yes, he built the website. Yes, he edited the photos with defamatory statements. Yes, he uploaded those photos to the website.
Yeah, but you know it's a smear job. You know it's not a legitimate way. You know that the guy is paying you and you want the money.
His flat effect and lack of remorse is chilling and frustrating. Number 7. My baby dresses. Suing over a pit bull attack, she lists all the things now wrong with her dog, including PTSD, and the lengths she has gone to remedy this, all of which she wants the defendant to pay for.
I think it might be a really good idea for you to take your dog to additional training lessons at PetSmart. I just don't know if I can legally require her to pay it.
The dog looks more like an accessory than a pet, and she even dresses it for court. This, the judge jokes, might account for her stress. The plaintiff doesn't seem to appreciate this.
Is that a skirt you got on her?
She has a
Are you
dress
sure
on.
that's not what's stressing her out?
No, my baby dresses.
Number 6. Unrepentant Defendant. The defendants in this case harbored a missing teenager for days as her parents and the police searched for her. The wife insisted she hid their son's girlfriend because they believed she was being abused and was somehow safer there. Though his wife was the one mostly responsible for the whole mess, the husband's behavior is truly repugnant.
Is there something funny to you?
Despite his assertion that he is a certified youth therapist, he doesn't seem all that receptive to the idea that his son and the plaintiff's daughter are not good for each other.
You're out of your mind, both of you.
Number 5. Making a pass. The plaintiff alleged he wasn't allowed to use the common spaces in the apartment, and things went south when he refused to sleep with his landlord, who was also his roommate. However, video evidence shows that it seems like he might have been just as keen to pursue a special relationship.
You look kind of into it, to be honest with you.
He's seen in the video with his shirt off, asking if he should go further, and it's played for all the court to see. None of it was above board, and neither one could really give a straightforward answer about the situation because, frankly, it was kind of embarrassing.
I think we're done.
Number 4. No laughing matter. Given that plaintiff Antonio Alessandro spends most of his case against his ex-girlfriend smirking, you'd think this case was a laugh riot. He claims she owes him money she promised him, but the story he tells leaves out a lot of the details that her testimony and his own evidence fills in. Not even when his ex describes suffering under his abuse does his smile fade. If anything, when the judge confronts him, his smile only gets bigger. Whether he knows just how sinister it makes him look is unclear. What is clear is that the judge has no patience for abusers using her courtroom to reconnect with victims.
You're not good for each other. You're toxic for each other.
Number 3. Now I remember you. Defendant Dorothy Hens is a little confused when she enters and sees a woman on the other side. That totally ruins her defense that the man her dog attacked was trying to grab her behind.
She was somebody else who apparently also got bit by your dog.
Right.
Worse, Hen seems completely oblivious to the judge's concern that she clearly can't control her dog. Her husband seems just as dazed by the whole thing. Even the show's court reporter can't help but ask what their deal is.
What's with you two?
I don't know. I just don't want the dog no more. He does.
All right.
Number 2. Roommate squabble. The plaintiff needed a place to live, and the defendant took her on as a roommate and caretaker. However, a series of bizarre and sad circumstances, including some details best heard about on an empty stomach, led to what might be one of the more memorable cases in the show's history.
After she finishes, she gets up and the back end of her, she's going to the bathroom all over my rug.
While the plaintiff clearly wasn't the best roommate, the defendant's attitude with the judge just showed how clueless she was. Seriously, this one has to be seen to be believed. Number 1. Inappropriate relationship. Plaintiff Anthony Geno Martinson clearly didn't have the awareness to realize just how wrong his behavior was. He's suing the parents of a 16-year-old girl for a false restraining order. However, Martinson took it upon himself to rescue the girl from an alleged abusive situation, transporting her hundreds of miles away from her home without notifying her parents.
I don't understand, if you're not dating her, where you come off thinking at the age of 21 that you're a better parent than her actual parents.
He denies that their relationship is romantic, but the optics are incredibly disturbing. His much older witness doesn't help his case much.
How old are you? How old are you?
21, ma'am.
Where did you get this hubris?